Squad, is your boy E back at it again with another dope legendary video, and today we at Gunther Volkswagen with the 2021 ID.4. This model is the very first full electrical car that Volkswagen ever built, and I believe that there will be many other electric cars that will come in that ID platform. So now, if you are trying to figure out exactly if this ID.4 is the car for you, this video about to solve a lot of questions, because we're about to cover all the funny, nice quirks and features that this car comes with, because we believe that this ID.4 is a crossover. If you are a Honda family, you know the CR-V is a crossover, just like the Toyota RAV4 and many other cars. So we do know that Volkswagen had only have a crossover, which is the Volkswagen Tiguan, but now they come with a full electric car that is the ID.4. In this video, we're about to cover about all the specs and features that the car comes with, and also what are some new things that you probably don't see in any other electrical car that's out there. And now, if you are new to this channel, my name is Eli. I do cool car review like this, and if you have not subscribed, I would say do this right now and leave your notification bell on. That way you can know when we drop any other videos. So with that being said, you guys, let's dive right into this video. Now we're on the front, you guys. So what do we have in the front here? The very first thing that I personally admire is the fact that you have front sensors that can help you when you park, you know, if you're getting close to an item. This is always a great option to have in any car. And besides that, we see that down here we have some massive grille. We don't really need that much space because we do know that this car is a full electric car. And up here we have some nice headlights design, and on the side right here it looks like a human eye. The design, the way it designs, it's pretty nice. So now the one thing that we know that is new in this Volkswagen is they have a new logo. So the typical or the other Volkswagen logo you used to have that silver or that chrome stripe, but now it's futuristic white. That white is nice, is amazing. It set everything apart from, you know, every other Volkswagen, because this body design, you would not see any Volkswagen design as this. And also we see right here we have that straight light on both sides, on the left side, on the right side, that can shine so beautiful at night. It's amazing. I mean, I can't complain so far. Some people may not like the design of the ID.4. Some people do like it. I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm gonna show you a couple more things on the interior. But before we do so, I wanna show you a funny way of how you can open your door. So with that being said, let's go on the side of the door right now. Now, when you enter in a Volkswagen, I wanna show you real quick how does the key look like. Hopefully the focus on, you can see it. It's pretty nice. It looks futuristic, because mind you, everything about this car is all about looks futuristic. So now it's not the traditional way of how you open your door when it's time for you to get inside the Volkswagen. There's a specific way on how you need to do it, and another for you to get inside your car. So now you know we was gonna probably expect to get inside this car by the door handle come out. So now as you can see, it flushed right into the bottom of the car. There's nothing comes outside. It's pretty neat. I mean, I like the design a lot, and also you have this little button here that can help you lock and unlock your door. So now the way you open your door is you put your hand underneath and you do this, and there's a little clicking, there's a little feeling at the bottom of that door handle. So once you press this, your door opens. So the door handle don't necessarily come out, but once you press this button at the bottom, and boom, your door open. Now we are in the back of the Volkswagen ID.4. So now in the back, we do know that we're not going to have any exhaust tips, because this car is fully full electric. So now in the back here, we have some sensors again to help us with the backing, and we have backup cameras in the back, of course. And one of the things that I really admire is the ID.4 logo. It's all in white, and I really like that white. It's pretty neat, and it's really fits so perfect with that navy blue. And also, and as you can see in the back here, you have the logo as well with the same design as the front, with the white stripe in the front, because it will no longer be silver or aluminum as you used to see all of the other Volkswagen logos. So now this electrical one comes with the white and black badge, which is pretty nice. And also the way you can open your trunk is by pressing your key, and the trunk opens up, and as you can see, you have enough space back here, I mean, to fit, you know, your luggage or belongings. And down here you have some other stuff. You have your, you know, your tire tools and some other space in the back, and the mats and everything. As you know, this car is literally brand new. You also have lights on the side if it's at nighttime and you want to see where you put your stuff. So you have lights here as soon as the trunk is open. So now you have also a button for you to close your trunk. You just press this, and you close your door, and now you can go enjoy your ride. Now we are inside of the ID.4. There are a couple things that I really admire. Is the very first thing that I've noticed is the futuristic white. I call that futuristic white that the steering wheel comes with. And one thing that I've noticed is all of the signal button, the windshield wiper button, they used to be in black in any other car, but this car, it's in white, which set everything apart and make this unique. I really admire that. And another funny feature that I really like in this car as well is the gas pedal looks like as the play button, and the brake looks like as the pause. So pretty much it tells you that if you want to pause this car from moving, from playing, you press the pause button, which is the brake. And if you want to play and you want to move forward, you press the gas pedal and your car moving forward. I think this is a pretty interesting feature. So now moving up to the steering wheel, so we want to show you another way again on how you can move your car. So now, in order for you to move your car, put it on drive, neutral, reverse, there's a little funny button right on top of the screen, or you can call it the gauge cluster, but it doesn't look like the typical gauge cluster because everything is futuristic design. So now what you do is you turn the button here, which is this that you're looking at right here. Another way for you to put it on drive, you push it forward one time, boom, you put it on drive. And you want to put it on reverse, you do it the opposite way. And if you want to put it on neutral, you turn it a 1/4 inch half the way you would turn to put it on drive and neutral. So now there's like a little B/D or D/B right next to the drive. There's like a B letter. Now you might be asking yourself, what is that B letter for? So now we do know that in the electrical cars, if you're driving and you step on the gas, so as soon you leave your feet off the gas, it's actually slowing the car down, because you're telling the car that you want to slow down. It's not the same way as the traditional car. Let's say if you leave your feet off the gas and the car is coasting. So pretty much if you want to do that, you put it on the B. So as soon as you leave your feet off the gas, the car is going to continue to go as it decreases in the speed. I don't know if you understand that. Now also, if you want to put it on drive, on park, there are two ways you can do that. It's either you press the P button that's on the side, or you open the door. As soon as you stop and you open your door, the car would know that you try to put it on park and you're ready to get out. Now another thing that you might be asking yourself, when I get inside my car, do I need to press any start button? No, you don't need to put a start button, because once you get inside the car already know that you're ready to go. So what it's going to do for you is it's going to turn on everything, your radio, your AC, everything going to turn on without touching any buttons. But for those of you who still feel like you want to be able to push your car, push a button to turn it on, push a button to turn it off, Volkswagen said, I got you, so don't worry about it. They put a little button on the side where you can press it to turn it off, where you can press it to turn it on, but you don't really need to use it. I don't know if you're really going to use it. Even though you feel like you need it, with time go by, after you have this car for a little while, you're probably going to see this button as useless. And another cool feature that I see, or cool design that I see in the steering wheel, is we have a little flat bottom with the first edition letter engraved into the steering wheel. I mean, it's interesting, it's very nice. So now we're going to talk about the most fun part, somewhat you can call it the fun part of the Volkswagen, which is the infotainment screen. Because in the infotainment screen, that's where you can do pretty much everything. As you can see here, you don't really see where you have any button where you could dial things, because everything is touchscreen. Slide your finger or whatever it is, because you're not going to see the regular button as you can see in any other car that you're used to. So now first, let's talk about the climate control. So how do you control your climate? So this layout is pretty simple. You don't have to know a lot of things in order for you to know how to browse and find the things you need to find, because it's pretty self-explanatory. It's really simple. So now let's say if you want to use your climate. So now when you press this button here, as you can see, it says climate. So now you can control pretty much everything that you need to do, as far as the direction, where you want it to blow, as far as the speed. If you want to decrease the speed, so you could slide your finger left and right, or you could just tap the screen right here, tap to increase it, to do whatever you want to do right here as far as the speed for the AC. And also if you want to put it in eco, synchronize, and all that good stuff right here. So now in the sim climate control, you don't have any button here for you to press the heated seats, because we know these seats are heated. So now in order for you to do that, even though you have the little AC icon here, you still need to press it in order for you to put your AC on. As you can see right here, you have the AC, well, the heated seat on. So in order for you to turn it off, you just press it, boom, you turn it off. As you press, you're decreasing the speed until it turns back to white. So, and if you want to press the climate control again, you go back to your regular screen. So again, the menu button here, so once you press it, it takes you to the main page, or you could just X this out and it will take you exactly to the main page. As you can see right here, you have navigation, you have app, connection, telephones, so on and so forth. And you have another screen here where you have your navigation layout, because this is how you can set up your layout pretty much. If you like to have your navigation in front of you, and as well as the radio vehicles, once you press this, it tells you pretty much everything you need to know about your car, as far as your charging, the location of the car, so on and so forth. We're not going to go into every details, but I'm just showing a few things and how and where you need to, how you can get it. So one of the things that you can do, you can actually set up your screen and you put whatever you want to put here. If you want to add more pages, you can do so. It's pretty much like an iPhone. As many apps as you have on your screen is how many times you're gonna have to slide in order for you to find it. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. Let's go back again. Here's your home button. So press this button here and you're always gonna go back home. This is pretty interesting. There is another feature that I really like about this car. If you want to fully control your car and you want to set some things in your car, so the first thing you need to do is you click vehicle, right? Once you click vehicle here, and it gives you the option where you have the interior and the exterior. So let's say if you want to have the exterior light, and you press this, and it's going to show you exactly, you know, how long it's going to last when you get out your car, when you enter your car, how long the light is going to last, and all that stuff. So let's go back again here, and we press tires, and tires is going to show you again the tire warning lights. I mean, pretty much everything you need to have. Let's say if you want to go back in the interior of the car, so when you're looking at here, the cockpit, right? So when you click this, and it show you, you can set, I mean, everything that you need to do pretty much in the screen right here, where you don't need to find any other thing. I mean, this screen is pretty helpful as far as, you know, what you need to do. And if you click the sunroof again, you can open your roof by, you know, using this little screen here, or they have a slide button up there, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds of how you can use it. But another cool feature or design that I really like in this Volkswagen, if you notice over here, you only have two window switch, which you know that we have 4 doors. Why do we have only 2 window switch? So now the 2 window switch is for the front, so you can use these 2 for the front or the rear. The way you do that is, right now I believe they set up for the front window. So if you press this button here, your front window is going down, and as well as your passenger window. And if you press this button here, your window goes down. So now you might be wondering, how do I put down the back windows without me go in the back, because the back has their own window switch as well. So now there's a little a rear button here. Once you press it, and it turns red, or, you know, it turns red or orange. So now this button here tells you that this switch controls the rear window only. So you won't be able to put down your front window if this little red button is on. So as you can notice here now, when I press the switch, the window goes up from the back, and if I press the switch again, the back window goes down, not the front window. And if you want to go back to have control of the front window, you press this button again and it turns off. Now you have full control of your front window. This is very nice. I really like that minimalist design, which is pretty cool. I never thought I would like it. So now another for you to open your sunroof. As you can see, the whole top is panoramic sunroof. Let me try to put the focus on. That way you'll be able to see what I'm talking about right here. All right, right here is the button that you use, another for you to open your sunroof. So now the only way you can do that is by sliding your finger in this little slide button here, and as you can notice, your window is open, and which is pretty interesting. And if you want to close it again, the only way you do that again, you slide your finger the opposite way, and it's closing back up. Another cool thing is it's pretty simple here. There's no button. It's like a little pad where you can turn on your headlights, and you can set it up however you like to. Another cool thing that I really like, again, is how you can adjust your steering wheel. So now when you adjust your steering wheel right here, the screen comes down with the steering wheel. So let's say right now if I want to adjust my steering wheel, so now everything is moving with the steering wheel, just like with the steering wheel. So now you know back then, so once you adjust your steering wheel, the infotainment screen or the gauge cluster stays intact. But this in this ID.4, once you adjust your steering wheel, so the screen comes down with the steering wheel as well, which is pretty cool. So now there's a little cool feature that I like in this car is the ID mode. The ID mode, or not ID mode, I don't know what you call it. Like you have Siri in your iPhone. ID. Turn up my value.
What would you like to do?
Turn up my value.
All right.
Hey ID. Hey ID. I'm cold.
Okay, warming the left front side now.
Now, as you can notice here, I told ID that I'm cold. So now ID said they're about to warm the left side. They're not warming the whole entire car, but ID warming only my side to make me feel comfortable. I'm going to tell ID now that I'm cold, and you're going to hear ID going to say they're going to cool off the left side only. Let's try this one more time. Hey ID. Hey ID.
Yes?
I'm hot.
Sure, cooling the left front side now.
Boom. ID is cooling the left side only, not the whole entire car, but at least the left side, which is pretty cool. The people who have Siri or has iPhone have Siri, so you can talk to your Siri. I mean, which is pretty cool. And there's a little light bar in the front to indicate when you successfully select ID or any type of selection. Let's say if you get in front of the car, as you can see right here, it says ID. And you're gonna see the light show on the dash. Let's turn it off. Let's exit out. And what else do we have here? We have some cup holders and as well as some hand rests on you know, you could use your hand here. And we also have a wireless charge where you can charge your phone. So if you place your phone down here, you can charge your phone here with no issue. So let's hop in the back real quick so I can show you how much space do we have in the back of the car. Going in the back right now. So the back door open the same exact way, and go here. There's nothing really extra in the back right here, but let's sit in the back. Boom. Surprisingly, this car is very comfortable, very spacious. And if you look back here, you have the ID badge. Again, it'll let you know that you are inside the ID with some vents in where you can charge your phone right here, which is pretty cool. And you have some chair pockets where you can place your belongings here, which is pretty cool. And you have one down here and one up here, and it goes the same way for the other side of the car. This is pretty interesting. And you have the little window switch right here, and that's it. There's no little button here to show when the door opens or closes. It's just all electrical. And this is pretty interesting, you guys. Look around. I mean, look at the car from the back to the front. So if you can notice here, this is pretty neat. Nice minimalist design. I mean, I don't mind it. Now we're gonna take this car for a drive. I can talk about it a little bit more of the the range and how far it can go, how many horse and how many torque power this car can provide, and all that cool stuff. All right, guys. Now I'm taking this car for a little test drive. Now let's talk about what is the MSRP as far as the price tag for this car. So this car starts at $43,000. So give or take $40,000 to $43,000 starting price for the basic model, which this one is the rear-wheel drive. That can provide you about that has a range of 250 miles. So this car can go as far as 250 miles and can provide you 201 horsepower. So now we have another one, which is the all-wheel drive, that can provide you way more horsepower than the standard one, which is this one right here, that can only provide you 201 horsepower. This car has a tow capacity of 2,200 pounds. And it's amazing. So as far as the warranty stayed the same. You have a 4 years warranty or 50,000 miles. which is the powertrain and the bumper to bumper. So they both the same, which is the basic 400 4 years or or 50,000 miles, which is cool. I mean, if you're trying to get the ID.4, this is the ideal car to get. I mean, it's not the ideal car to get, but it is what it is. It's not a bad car, whatnot. But what I would say is, I don't know if you think this car is worth buying instead of getting the or a Tesla or any other electrical car out there. But I think this one is not too expensive. It's not too cheap either for a crossover SUV. It's not a bad price. But anyway, you guys, I want to give a big shout out to, again, Volkswagen Gunter right off 441 by Davey Boulevard for let us borrow this ID.4 to do this review for you guys. So if you had liked this video, please give us a like and leave a comment below, and don't forget to go check their website out because they have a couple ID.4. If you want to get that same exact car or any other ID.4, they can get it for you. I want to give a big shout out to the manager who allowed me to do this, man. And with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you back in another video.